Hi, you guys. Oh my gosh, that turned on like super fast. How is everybody doing? I'm going to get everybody on, give you all a second to hop on. I do realize that it's earlier today, but you know what? We're going to do this at some days it's going to be at 5 p.m. Some days it could be at 8 p.m. Some days it'll be at noon, and we can do it consistently if that works for everybody. But I think that doing it at different times will help a little bit to have you at least catch a live. And I definitely always give a heads up. So how's everybody doing this morning? I'm going to pop open my computer so that I can see all of your comments and we can actually interact live and in person. So how was yesterday for everybody? Hi, Brittany. Is it cold at home, Brittany? I'm headed your way. So yesterday we went over a lot. Hopefully you had some breakthroughs already and it was a little bit of a wake-up call. And hopefully you saw the commitment form that went up. If you did not have a chance to fill out the commitment form, go do that. Just for yourself, like print it out, put it on a wall in your space where you're gonna do your dopamine detox and get cozy with me every single day and follow your goals. So the other thing that I would suggest, if you haven't done so yet, I set up my glow up tracker. So I have a divider per tab. So I have the dopamine trackers, I have the glow up trackers, and then I have the dopamine detox challenge as well as the glow up challenge. Yes, glow up tracker challenge. So that's what I did. I did the spice dividers inside of the Harry Potter-esque planner. So I have all my stuff here. And one thing I wanted to ask you, and I can share mine as well, is like, how did yesterday go for you? And it doesn't have to be perfect. One of my goals is to do, like I said yesterday, a full length yoga class every single day at like 5 p.m. I wouldn't say I failed, but I didn't do that yesterday because it's kind of hard, and you'll notice this, especially in the first week. It's hard to break patterns that you've already established. So if you're used to, I'll use myself as an example. Like I said, I do a hard reset at 5 and I'm like, hey, let's do more work and more stuff and not shut down for the day. And maybe we haven't done our workout yet and we're just gonna dive right back into work and kind of follow some unhealthy habits. Yesterday, while I didn't follow there was no unhealthy habits, I did not pour a drink or have popcorn or turn on Housewives, I did get roped back into work stuff at 5, and by 5:30 I was like, Angie, shut it down. We're going to do yoga. So I did a 35-minute yoga class. I did it outside. You'll see it on my TikTok today. Actually, I did like a full day routine. And it was crazy. There was like a storm going by that way as I was doing it, but I was still in the sun. It was hilarious. So I still got something done. So my question is, what did you do yesterday that was a proud moment that might not have been perfect, but what did you do that was... we'll link the gallery, don't worry, or the album. So what I want to know is what you were proud of from yesterday, that what you did that moved the needle a little bit for you in a healthy direction. Yay, I love that, Wendy. That's amazing. All 3 seasons in one day. Yeah, I can see it on the cameras. I can see the leaves are changing at home. I'm very excited about that. So it doesn't have to be perfect. And also, just a reminder, do you have your top 10 goals for the month? If you don't have your top 10 goals yet for the month, make sure that you make that a priority today and lock that in and figure out what you want to make happen this month in terms of for yourself as well as for growth, for happiness. Don't just do it like work and money, and make it health focused and stuff for yourself. Okay, you guys ready to dive into it? So yesterday we talked about, we kind of got into the ish. Remember how I was like, we're going to figure out what your ish is, and we kind of left on that. So we're picking that up today. And yesterday I asked you, like, if you could name it, like, what's the thing, like, what's your, like, the crap that you're dealing with right now that you're like, I don't want to be dealing with this anymore. I'm going to help you out with that. If you kind of started to dabble in some ideas as to like what the ish is in your life, that you're like, no more, not dealing with that. And I can't believe that this is like where I'm stuck. I want to help you because this could maybe jog your memory. And I have a whole list here of just different examples of, let's call it your shit list, like your ish list. So one would be, and it can be a multitude of these. It could be all of these if you want to. So just try and note how many of these and which ones are coming to the surface for you that you're like, dang, yes. So which one is the crap in your life that you're like, no more. I don't know what I want next. Literally no idea. You're just drifting through life and hoping that a path sorts itself out. So that would be one. I'm stuck in a job or a routine that drains me. Every Monday feels like a panic attack. The routine is soul sucking and you know you're built for more. The third one, I've checked all the boxes, but I still feel kind of empty. You did all the right things, maybe even got the house, the person, the job, and it still doesn't feel like the life you wanted it to be. The next one, I want more for myself, but I'm not doing anything about it. You know you're capable of more. You see the Pinterest boards, you daydream about it, but then you're just basically TikTok, TV, and snacks. So you're lacking a lot of motivation. I don't feel like me anymore. I'm playing a role. You're stuck being responsible for everybody else. You're the fixer, the achiever, but your real self, that person, like the real you, is MIA. You are drowning in clutter, chaos, or mental noise, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It's giving hoarder energy and it's not cute. The next one, I avoid mirrors physically and emotionally. So it's not just your reflection you're avoiding eye contact with your own life, your habits, and your own burnout. I'm scared I've waited too long to start. You keep thinking, if I had started back then, I'd be so much further now, and then you just feel frozen. The next one, I feel numb, like I'm in an endless loop. Every day feels like a glitch in the matrix. I'm not happy, and you're not unhappy, but you're not living your best life. You're not happy, you're not unhappy, but you know that it's not the best. The next one, everyone thinks I'm doing amazing, but I feel like I'm falling apart. You're basically a high-functioning overwhelmaholic. You smile, you handle it, but you're white-knuckling it the whole way through. I have ideas, but I don't believe I'm the kind of person that can actually pull them off. You've got the vision, you keep waiting for it to become perfect before you start, but you're just not starting. Next one. I want a full reset, but I don't know where to begin. You want to change it all, the vibes, the energy, the schedule, the outfits, the house, but where do you even start? Or all of the above, and I'm tired of pretending that I'm fine. You're done keeping it together and you want to burn it all down and rebuild it. So which one are you? Or you could be all of them. Oh, Sean. Oh! That's good. That's good. You guys are gonna make me cry. This is why I wanted to do it on live, because just so you guys know, every year I read the comments and I'm crying with you, but I'm not on live with you, so you don't see me. Oh, that makes me so happy. It's good. It's good if you're crying. It means that we hit something. We struck a nerve. You're catching Angie with the morning chug of the water. Sorry, I can't hide it. I drink so much water in the morning. Oh, I love that. Is there any one or ones that was there what specific one that made you start crying that you were like, oh crap? Oh my God, that's so good. So if there was one or a specific one, try and think let's say everyone thinks I'm doing amazing, but it feels like I'm falling apart. That would be lack of boundaries, lack of organization, lack of clarity on your goals. So just try and think if this means this, if this is the one I selected, this is what it means. So try and just start thinking about in that sense. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. I'm going to help you with it. All right. So we've named it. One thing that I would love for you that by the way, that was the hardest part. So don't worry. I'm not going to keep ripping you apart. One of the things that I wanted to ask you is, out of all of this that we just went through, what's something that I think that the one I just said kind of hits hard for that specific theme too. What's something that maybe everybody thinks you're fine and you're not fine? And you know you're not fine. And if someone says the wrong thing, you're going to start crying. The right or the wrong thing, you're going to start crying. What's a very uncomfortable truth that you might have not admitted to anybody else, or you might have not even said out loud to yourself? You might have thought it in passing, but something that needs to change, a very uncomfortable truth that you're just either embarrassed of sharing and needs to change, but what would it be? And you can share it in here. We got you. Don't worry. I'm reading your comments. Overwhelm. So that's the second part. So every day is 3 things. So we went through and named it, or we started to name it, the ish. and an uncomfortable truth that, and you can write this down in your notes. In your fall insert, like the little fall escape, there's like, I did little recipe cards for every day. So just write some notes. It'll be really cool to go back at the end of the 31 days and go through that. And my third question is, when is enough going to be enough? Like what needs to happen or shouldn't happen, but could happen, that you're going to be like, why did I let it go this far? Like, what if it starts affecting relationships and you lose people in your life due to it, and they walk away or they don't want to be around you anymore? Or you lose a thing that you love, or you never get the thing that you love. You never make the big dream happen. Imagine you're like 90 years old in your rocking chair and you're like, I didn't do it. I didn't go for it. Like the person, the goal, the house, I don't know. And I would say the worst one is, I don't know if you've ever heard this quote. When growing up, my mom had this little cutout. I think she cut it out of a Lululemon bag. Fun fact, for me, Lululemon is like a Californian with Hollister. Like I've had Lululemon since I'm 10 years old. So we've always had Lululemon. It's always been cool. I love how much in Florida, it's funny, people go nuts over Lululemon. I'm like, I've had this since I'm a kid. So my mom cut out a piece of, there used to be a bunch of quotes on their bags, and she cut out a piece of the Lululemon bag and she had it stuck on her computer because she has her own business and she worked from home. And it said 99.9% of all illnesses are caused by stress. And I would go into her office and I'd always see that. And it was just her reminder of the things that are happening to your body and your health. We have control over it. 99.9% of it can be caused by stress. So just make sure that you're aware of what you're doing to your body and the taxing role that you're putting on your body, and take care of your number one, which is your health. Everything else doesn't matter. You won't be able to do the other things if your health goes. So on that note, when is enough enough? Like how much worse do you want it to get? And that being said, could today be enough is enough? Like, what are you officially done with? Like, what needs to be done? We can start the process today, but by the end of day 31, what needs to be done, cleared out, over? It can be anything toxic in your life. It can be toxic nutrition, beverages, substances. It can be hoarding. It can be people. It can be, certain boundaries that we need to set up. It can be family members. Like, something needs to be done. It can be boundaries for yourself. Brittany, we got to make that happen. Yeah, so if you have a goal that you're kind of just letting it pass you by, the last thing I want for you is that you're 90-some years old in your rocking chair being like, I didn't do it. Like, imagine that regret. So when is enough enough? So you've named your ish, or gotten close to it, or had some emotional reaction to it. You hopefully wrote down a very uncomfortable, scary, private truth that you might have not said to anybody else, or let alone yourself, or said out loud. And I want you to recognize when is enough enough, and what we can start. Like, how about today we just open the door to start kicking the thing out of the door? Like a nice, swift kick in the booty right out the door. Whether that is, like I said, a toxic friendship, a toxic habit, boundaries that you need to set with yourself or with other people, family members, friends. It can be anything. It can be a multitude of things, but you know that it needs to change. And by day 31, how about we get that thing out the door and resolved and figured out? So hopefully today was eye-opening for you guys and a good one. I will see you tomorrow. And like I said, we're going to organize all of these so that the recordings of them, all the links, you can just click them and you can follow day by day and have everything organized for yourself. Make sure that you share all the stuff in the comments down below, because I want to go through and read them and hang out with you guys. But thank you so much for being on live. Tomorrow I'll give you guys a heads up. I'll be back in Canada tomorrow. It's so funny. These daily videos, you get me in real time. TikTok, it's like the day of or a day behind. And then YouTube, it's like a week behind. So if you're ever confused as to where I am in the world, the live is the most accurate, which I love. All right. I love it. Sandra, I love how honest you're being. You guys are amazing. Nancy, same thing. Amazing. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Megan. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye, guys.